AHPCO cell workflow has been something that I've had on my mind quite a bit since September. And there are several pieces to that workflow. First, we have to build the AHPCO cell, and then they have to go over to AHPCO department to be spun in the catalyst, and after that's done, they come back over here on the shelf near assembly, and here they wait to be bulbed and then assembled into the various sizes of units. So one piece of the problem, we have 4 different sizes for AHPCOs. We have the 4-inch, we have a 5-inch, we have a 6-inch, and then we also have a 9-inch. But current workflow, after they're spun, they go into these brown boxes, and usually they should be labeled on the side. So this 4 should indicate that inside you have 4-inch cells, which in this case we do. And then these are 5s, which we know from the label, but it doesn't have it written on the box. And then 6s are here. 9s are down with all the other pro items, but problem is we reuse these boxes, and often we'll find that 5s are in the box that's labeled 4, or might say 4 on this side, 5 on the other side, things like that. Anyway, today we're going to tackle this problem. I've ordered some crates, and those are going to help us with this workflow, and we'll talk more about that in our second part of the video. Up until now, the AHPCO cell production was determined by future sales projections. So it's, make this many of 4-inch and this many 5-inch, this many 6-inch, just based on what we think we will sell. So what was happening, we would end up with, too much of one size, but out of another size, and not have what we needed to produce for the customer demand. So we've taken now this AHPCO cell production process and turned it into something that mimics what we're now doing with our just-in-time flow for assembly of the finished product. So these crates are color-coded. They happen to match the colors of each station. So the 1000 station everything is colored green. So the AHPCO cells that go in to the 1000 units are in green crates. The other piece of this, we're keeping 60 AHPCO cells in each crate. We typically build 27 units in assembly, so this will cover, one crate will cover 2 carts worth of production of each size. So this should work out well and still leave us a few for replacement cells. And so for instance, this blue crate, this is for our extreme unit. So these are our 6-inch AHPCO cells. And what we'll do is when we're running low on bulbed AHPCOs, the assembler will just simply pull this first crate, they'll pull it off, and they'll bulb the AHPCOs, and when they're bulbed, they'll go into this bin at the station that is marked with blue, and that will create an empty crate, which will then travel over to the AHPCO station, which is the orange station. And then our assemblers will know that someone needs to build 60 AHPCOs at that time. And once they build them, then they'll go over to the AHPCO department, and that'll trigger someone over there to go ahead and spin those AHPCOs, and then they'll refill that crate, and then it'll come on the back side of this. They'll place it over there. So we're always dealing with, first in, first out. So it'll just continue this flow. And instead of building on projections, we'll be doing this the same way we do our finished units. And we'll build for what the customers are buying. So pretty excited to see how this works out. And stay tuned.